So you mentioned how people aren't victims of circumstance.
As a general rule, some people are, obviously.
But how do you explain people who aren't given access to certain things and stuff, and therefore cannot advance? Like, you cite like single mothers and stuff like that, and fathers leaving them, and women. Oftentimes, you see it all across the country. Planned Parenthood clinics being closed down and stuff, and they can't get access to contraceptives or abortion and stuff that would stop them from being in that situation. But you think that somehow they should just help themselves, but when in fact...
Condoms cost 35 cents. I think they can help themselves. I mean, that's the idea that contraceptives are not available in the United States is absurd. It's absurd. I'm sorry. It's crazy. The idea that you can't get cheap or free condoms anywhere. I don't think that killing babies is the solution to you making bad sexual decisions. End of story. I mean, I don't see why, the unsuccessful decision that you made was the decision to have sex out of wedlock and then get pregnant out of wedlock. That decision is not alleviated by killing the product.
So, since you're going to say mothers are forced to be parents, should you then also incite like laws or something like that, since you're going to force these women to be parents, that force men to be fathers?
Well, there already are. It's called paternity tests.
They're not fathers because they walk out and leave their kids, and then you have this, as you said.
Yes, absolutely. I'm in favor of that. It's called marriage, and the left undermined it. It was awesome. What do you think? The system of marriage was the greatest boon to women of all time. Then feminism came along and said women need men like fish need a bicycle. And it turns out that women need men like women need men.
That's because we live in a society that's set up so women can't get as far as women.
No, it's because God created wombs.
So women should just, say suck it and have a child, suck it up and have a child?
Well, if you get pregnant, yes, because you don't get to kill things just because it's in your uterus.
It's my body. How about you just stay out of it?
How about it's baby?
How about
you don't get to kill it because it's in
talking
there.
so much about how...
I don't care about your appendix. I don't care about your thorax. I don't even care about your uterus. I care about what's in it.
And I can take out my appendix if I don't want it, so why can't I take out other parts of my body?
Because they're not independent living human beings.
They're not independently living human beings when they're a bundle of cells.
Oh, okay. So let me get this. At what point? So okay, let's assume that your scientific knowledge is vast. Let's assume your scientific knowledge. So are you also against partial birth abortion?
I think I don't understand why people would have
At what point does that bundle of cells become a human being in your view?
Sorry.
No, really. I mean, this is.
No, I just need to calm down for a second.
Sorry, did I
You're going to go to another question.
No, I mean, that is the relevant question. If your argument is that it's a bundle of cells, then the question becomes when it's not a bundle of cells.
Unless it's a threat to the mother, they form maternal abortion, it shouldn't happen. But if it's a threat to the mother's health or the mother, I don't see why you would force a living human being to give birth to that.
Because it's another living human being.
So you're going to kill the mother to save the baby? And
no, hold on. You're talking about a case where the mother's life's in danger. I don't know what you're talking about.
Care and stuff after they're born.
I agree with you that abortion is an exception when the mother's life's in danger.
But the concept of bodily autonomy means that I don't have to give up any part of my body unless I say so. The
baby is not part of your body. The baby is a baby. Really, my wife is pregnant right now, and she's 30 weeks pregnant. Yeah. And 32. That baby is kicking the living crap out of her. Okay, that is a living human being in there. Okay, and I promise you that it is not a bundle of cells. Okay, I can guarantee you it's not a bundle of cells because that is a baby. Okay, and I'm sorry, but
a bundle of cells that is requiring.
You're technically a bundle of cells right now.
You can say no. That is the concept of bodily autonomy. The entire concept of why we
Okay, so
we have other questions that need to be asked. You have 10 minutes.
We've gone all down this, but here's the final point. Abortion is a very simple issue. If you believe, as you do apparently, that that's nothing in there but just a bunch of goo, then you're right. If you believe in something called science, that is more than a bundle of goo, then you do not get to kill it just because it's convenient to you. And let me tell you something.
No, science definitely dictates that a fetus, until it can leave the womb and be technically viable, is a bundle of cells inside a person.
Okay, so if you can only live on life support, you're not a person. You stop being a person. So if you get in a car crash today and put you on life support, you're on an iron lung. You take off the iron lung, you're going to die. You're not a person anymore. Is that how this works?
if my brain is no longer functioning.
No, if your brain is functioning, but you can't breathe on your own.
Then I'm still technically viable. Brain function.
No, you're not, because the machine is keeping you alive. Look, again, the bottom line is this. If you are defining whether something is a life or not based on your own convenience, that is the nature of evil. Okay, defining what a human being or not, whether something is a human being or not, based on whether you want it or not, is nasty.
You manipulate science to enhance your own.
You're the one manipulating science. You're the one suggesting that it's like snot.
You
It's not like
mental illness, when in fact the DSM-5, which is the definitive psychological examples of mental illness, has declassified it.
The DSM is highly politicized and has been for decades. And it was until 2 years ago, it was classified as gender identity disorder of mental illness. Okay, we can move on to questions.
Yeah, because you just don't like what we're saying.
No, see, the difference is I let you talk.
No, let's go. You actually know my father, but you had the same conversations with him, and you shut him down too.
In what way have I shut you down? You've been talking for like 10 minutes here.
She's been talking, I've been talking, but you haven't actually answered her questions.
No, I did. You just don't like the answer. And I'm sorry if you don't like the answer. What's up?
Oh no, I understand your answer, but.
How about you let other people talk? Again, Ben, thanks for coming. Just had any specific positive trends with the issue you talked about, the election at large? Yeah. Anything positive? Any good news?
Any good news about the election? It'll be over in a few months. Honestly, that's about as good news as I can get. I'm very anti-Trump and obviously very anti-Hillary. So.
Got a question right here.
All right, so you're all about freedom of speech, but since conservatives get a little squeamish when we talk about sex, because God forbid we all do it, and it's a natural function.
I'm aware.
So you're talking about what defines a life or whatever. So scientifically speaking, do you consider semen life? So I'm pretty sure that you probably masturbate a lot because you're a human being. So
Well put, sir. No, I believe, as do most people who feel this way about abortion, that life begins at conception. When sperm meets egg and the child is conceived, that's when life begins. That's what I believe in. The rest of the question is weird.
Anti-Iraq war protesters here in Portland. I stood with them, and it was the damn neo-Nazis that screwed up the protest. They went and broke buildings. They went and did things. This is the anti-war rally that we were talking about.
All right. So we're obviously not.
We're not them. We're not them. We're not them.
Okay.
We're not them.
You just hang around. I get it. Yeah. You just All right. So we got through. Your candidate is. We got through, right? Your candidate is literally just the guy that Stormfront endorses. That's whatever.
Hey, Donald Trump's not perfect, but
Clinton never did in fact. We got Donald Trump. See, we established middle ground. Donald Trump. We just established middle ground.
David Duke endorses all sorts of damn people. Yeah, he can endorse whoever he wants. He comes out every 4 years. He comes out every 4 years.
Yeah, but endorse the most racist candidate.
That doesn't mean they're racist. He comes out everybody. What's racist about a wall? Hey, what's racist about a wall? Hey, how is he racist? How is he? You sound like an idiot. How is he racist?
How is he racist?
Yeah, how is he racist?
One racist thing Donald Trump has said. Has he said one racist thing?
Yeah, seriously.
He said one racist thing.
Quote Donald Trump. Quote something racist.
Shit, I'll just.
We want a statement that makes.
Okay, so obviously you haven't done your research and you're just going along with what everyone else is saying. So go do some research. Come back with some quotes, okay? You don't know. Hey, this dude just. Hey, this dude just spit on my face.
Tranny. I'm a tranny. No, go ahead.
Hey,
touch a woman.
this tranny
touch
just
a woman.
spit on my face.
Touch a woman.
He just spit on my face.
So what, you just pushed the woman or what?
Touching you when I got spit on. I got spit on for asking questions.
Alright, what happened?
Oh my God.
Why? We said, what do you want to agree to? I said, and then you're going to say prosperity.
Hey guys, it's Jacob Honeycutt. We're live on Facebook with a Trump supporter, and a Trump hater.
I don't hate anyone, sir. You absolutely do. You're talking about hate. Why is what we think is hate? I'm not saying that I hate him. I am saying that he incites hate. How? I'm saying that he hates Mexicans. He didn't say he hates Mexicans. Did he ever say that? When he was going to build a wall to keep them out? Oh, that's right, because we don't belong in we don't have a right to defend our borders. You lock your doors at night? Well, why do you do that? You should open your doors at night. I want to come in and sleep on your... I don't care. I would like to come into your house and sleep on your couch. Sir, what I'm trying to say... out of your fridge. Can you please leave your door open at night? Absolutely. You will? Absolutely. Will you give me your address so I can get some food? I might be hungry. You're voting for Trump. I am unemployed. I am an unemployed veteran. I would love some free food. Absolutely. I would love a place to sleep tonight. What would you like? Just give me your address. Right. I'm not giving you my address. Why not? Because I don't. You can lock your doors. I don't know you. Well, then they don't know Mexicans that are coming across the border with drugs and stuff like that. So we can trust them. I'm not denying that. So you have no valid point whatsoever. What else has he preached about hate? When has he ever said I hate you? No? Nothing? Silence is good. I'm not going to argue with someone. It's not arguing. I'm not going to change your opinion. So you have your ideas and I have my ideas. I am not going to change your opinion, in a free society, I can spout off my ideas and you come back with yours. I am not going to change your opinion, sir. Exactly. So I'm trying to figure out where he is and where to take you. What does he say to take you? I am not trying to change your opinion, sir. You're never going to. I'm just trying to figure out why you think it's I am not trying to change your opinion. Is that your go-to, Brian? That's just it? I am not trying to change your opinion. You are entitled to believe in what you would like to. You can be hateful all you want. I'm just trying to figure out. You are entitled to believe in what you want. That's not. I'm just trying to figure out. I didn't even say who I was voting for. Not once. I have been standing out here for 2 hours, and not once have I said who I was voting for. I know that. I can tell that. I'm just asking what Trump has said that's hateful. There are a lot of things that he said that's hateful.
Give 2 examples.
Vote for hate. I'm just wondering why you're trying to change our votes. Because he's a racist. How is he a racist? When has he ever said anything like that? The KKK endorses. What if I told you there's a picture?
Hey, take a look at this, guys. We got a bus driving by that says Trump hates. Are you with him?
What if I told you the KKK was formed by the Democratic Party to stop Republicans? I don't disagree with you. Oh yes, I never said Trump endorses the KKK. The Democratic Party. So what has he said? I'm saying that Donald Trump stands for hate. Okay, that's what you say, but can you prove it with facts? No? Look at the news headlines. The sky is perfect. Look at the news headlines. Look at right. I should believe the mainstream media. Look at every single thing. The left. Okay, I agree with you on that one. I'll at least agree with you on that one. Wow. Have you ever seen, you know who Tyler Durden is? Well, this conversation is over. Have a good night, okay? Hey, you have a good night. Be safe.
Can you tell live on Facebook why you don't support Donald Trump?
Because he's a racist.
Can you give 2 examples of why Donald Trump is a racist? I thought. 0. What up, man? Alright, those of you who are watching, we are live downtown at the Trump rally. There are thousands of people in line to see Donald. We've seen quite a few protesters. As we get closer to the Midland Theater, we're going to see a lot more, as we hear there are many in front of the theater, so we're going to go see that as soon as the line starts to move. I'm Jacob Honeycutt, we'll be back soon.
Much ado, and you're right. If you believe in something called science, that is more than a bundle of goo, then you do not get to kill it just because it's convenient to you. And let me tell you something.
No, science definitely dictates that a fetus, until it can leave the womb and be technically viable, is a bundle of cells inside a person.
Okay, so if you can only live on life support, you're not a person. You stop being a person. So if you get in a car crash today and put you on life support, you're on an iron lung. You take off the iron lung, you're going to die. You're not a person anymore? Is that how this works?
If my brain is no longer functioning?
No, if your brain is functioning, but you can't breathe on your own.
Then I'm still technically viable. Brain function.
No, you're not, because the machine is keeping you alive. Look, again, the bottom line is this. If you are defining whether something is a life or not based on your own convenience, that is the nature of evil. Okay, defining what a human being or not, whether something is a human being or not, based on whether you want it or not, is nasty.
You manipulate science to enhance your own.
You're the one manipulating science. You're the one suggesting that it's like snot. It's not like
mental illness when in fact the DSM-5, which is the definitive.
No, hold on. You're talking about case where the mother's life is in danger, I don't know what you're talking about.
Parents stuff after they're born.
I agree with you that abortion is an exception when the mother's life is in danger.
But the concept of bodily autonomy means that I don't have to give up any part of my body unless I say so.
The baby is not part of your body. The baby is a baby.
Nurture.
Really, my wife is pregnant right now, and she's 30 weeks pregnant. Yeah. And 32. That baby is kicking the living crap out of her. Okay, that is a living human being in there. Okay, and I promise you that it is not a bundle of cells. See, I can guarantee you it's not a bundle of cells because that is a baby. Okay, and I'm sorry, but
a bundle of cells that is requiring.
You're technically a bundle of cells right now.
You can say no. That is the concept of bodily autonomy. The entire concept of why we
Okay, so
we have other questions that need to be asked. You have 10 minutes.
We can go on all down this, but here's the final point. Abortion is a very simple issue. If you believe, as you do apparently, that that's nothing in there but just a
And I
child.
can take out my appendix if I don't want it, so why can't I take out other parts of my body?
Because they're not independent living human beings.
They're not independently living human beings when they're a bundle of cells.
Oh, okay. So let me get this. At what point? So okay, let's assume that your scientific knowledge is vast. Let's assume your scientific knowledge. So are you also against partial birth abortion?
I think I don't understand why people would have I'm not.
At what point does that bundle of cells become a human being in your view?
Sorry.
No, really. I mean, this is.
I just need to calm down for a second.
Sorry, did I trigger you?
You want to go to another question?
No, I mean, that is the relevant question. If your argument is that it's a bundle of cells, then the question becomes when it's not a bundle of cells.
Unless it's a threat to the mother, term abortion shouldn't happen. But if it's a threat to the mother's health or the mother, I don't see why he would force a living human being to give birth to that.
Because it's another living human being.
So you're going to kill the mother to save.
I mean, I don't see why, the unsuccessful decision that you made was the decision to have sex out of wedlock and then get pregnant out of wedlock. That decision is not alleviated by killing the product.
So since you're going to say mothers are forced to be parents, should you then also incite laws or something like that, since you're going to force these women to be parents, that force men to be fathers?
Well, there already are. It's called paternity tests.
They're not fathers because they walk out and leave their kids, and then you have this, as you cite.
Yes, absolutely. I'm in favor of that. It's called marriage, and the left undermined it. It was awesome. The system of marriage was the greatest boon to women of all time. Then feminism came along and said women need men like fish need a bicycle. And it turns out that women need men like women need men.
That's because we live in a society that's set up so women can't get as far as men.
No, it's because God created wombs.
So women should just, say suck it and have a child, suck it up and have a child?
Well, if you get pregnant, yes, because you don't get to kill things just because it's in your uterus.
It's my body. How about you just stay out of it?
How about it's a baby?
How
You
about
don't get to kill it because
you're
it's in
talking
there.
so much about how...
I don't care about your appendix. I don't care about your thorax. I don't even care about your uterus. I care about what's in it.
Okay. So you mentioned how people aren't victims of circumstance.
As a general rule, some people are, obviously.
But how do you explain people who aren't given access to certain things and stuff, and therefore cannot advance? You cite single mothers and stuff like that, and fathers leaving them, and women. Oftentimes, you see it all across the country. Planned Parenthood clinics being closed down and stuff, and they can't get access to contraceptives or abortion and stuff that would stop them from being in that situation. But you think that somehow they should just help themselves, but when in fact...
Condoms cost 35 cents. I think they can help themselves. I mean, that's the idea that contraceptives are not available in the United States is absurd. It's absurd. I'm sorry. It's crazy. The idea that you can't get cheap or free condoms anywhere. I don't think that killing babies is the solution to you making bad sexual decisions. End of story.